Welcome everybody to the WBC Podcast. We're going around the table. We got expert opinions combined with expert entertainment and definitely some interesting conversations. So welcome to the family. Appreciate y'all being here.
I remember telling somebody about like my basketball career. I said, I feel like I was pretty good all except for 2 seasons in my life. You know, and they just 2 seasons that mattered. Like I was like, when I high school, I was nice basketball player. JUCO, I was a nice JUCO player. I got to Pacific and I sucked. And then I didn't suck just my sophomore year. Then I sucked my junior year. And then I went to Cal State Dominguez Hills and I was back cool again. You know what I'm saying? And it was like,
you went to Dominguez?
Yeah, I went to Cal. I was a Toro.
Ooh.
From Compton. I know about it. Avalon.
Okay. Man, that place is like it's totally just changed that place.
It's off the chart.
Hey, we
still got the little shorts.
Hey, Earl,
I can tell you some funny stories about down there too on some just crazy California games.
Here's my thing though, you could put it in the same generations in terms of basketball without the off the court, which we know in reality you can't separate. But in basketball terms, Dennis against Freddie, and then Ime against Tyrone. Like, who are you taking just basketball wise?
What years?
Well, that's where the off the court comes into play.
Talking about
that's where we got to be able to isolate.
Take different people.
Of course, and that's where the off the court comes into play because the habits that you need to have to really be good over time, those are going to show. And then no matter what your talent is, I mean, we saw it even from even younger ages, people that weren't that talented. I remember, what was his name that we were talking, I think it was Anthony Miller, that won Mr. SEI like in our 7th or 8th grade year and never really played hoop again after that. Like, people have different levels of when they retire, so we can't really just judge. They went farther. But I'm talking about in terms of just basketball, pure basketball, what we saw in talent, ability,
you know,
skill.
Nigga that got IQ or not. Come on,
you already
man.
know who we taking.
Especially for Earl, a point guard. You could tell if a dude plays with a high level of savviness or if he strictly relies off of his athleticism.
I know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
You already, Daniel, you already know who everybody gonna pick in each one of them categories.
Yeah. I sound like this ain't even no.
But the thing that Freddie and Ime had is a different mentality, because I talked to Isaac about this.
Absolutely.
You got to have a certain mentality to be a pro.
True. Very true.
There's certain lifestyle decisions you make,
right?
Things you do that you saying. I tell Isaac about Ime all the time. When we be in Florida State kicking it all that, Ime is in the gym.
He ain't doing it.
Him and Bino.
Long term, that stuff ends up. I mean, you got to have some talent, some skill, but that long term, that carries you more in terms of life.
Right.
Whether you end up landing in the pros, or you go overseas, or you have a career, like that's the stuff that I still feel like as a PE teacher, I had some off the court stuff without the on court talent and ability but basketball carried me to where I am now. Bean's got a career right now where his talent wasn't the same as a Brandon Brooks or something, but it still carried him to a life career based on how his off the court approached it. And so I do think that there's a higher potential of value from that off the court, just habits, and definitely in life.
Like if I was going to answer what I think Daniel's question was when he's talking about the comparison in those guys, the reason why to me it's almost like kind of like a loaded question is because knowing the outcome already,
right,
of what happened with everybody's careers, based off of where they all kind of came from and started from. If I already know the outcome, why would we not go with the professionals?
True.
And so I'm going. So now the professionals, and here's where I give Ime props. I didn't really know Fred that much when he was younger, but E for sure to me is you talking about guys who had what we would consider professional approaches.
Mamba mentality.
So you can be a professional at anything that you do. Somebody might be an actor, an artist, we basketball coaches, trainers, whatever it is. But you know the difference between when you got a professional approach to something versus you just getting money or accolades because everybody just say you professional because what you went to college or because even you went overseas or you made it to the pros. Shit, it's probably professionals that don't got a professional approach. And so when we
ain't
talk
no probably about it.
Ime Udoka, who might arguably be the most professional personality out of a lot of people in our
generation.
I mean, my goodness. I mean, we're talking about like the sacrifice and discipline. Like, so now if those are the questions on which these people that we think got the most sacrifice or discipline, because the people that we would choose at the end would be totally different than the people we would choose during the process. I'm going middle school and high school. It ain't even close. I know who them brothers was cold, but from a professional, hell, I was better than some of the people come early days, but it wasn't in the cards like that. And so you're talking about having some of the ability. You got to have the ability. The Lord have to first give you some talent. You can't be talentless in this professionalism. But once you got the talent, where a lot of people start at that level, man, once you start being 6'4", 6'5", man, you're a professional body type. We say prototype. 6'4", 6'5" body, you can go pro.
That's what you had.
Now,
you got action.
What is it that's stopping you?
Yeah.
That's the stuff you got to find out.
Because somebody look at Hassan, what all sports you could have been professional in?
Right. Football.
Daniel couldn't have been no professional football player.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we all be professional baseball players.
There you go.
Prototype body.
Me, Earl, and Ivan meet the prototype of that. Daniel and Haas, they got action. Like, well, they football. Right. We could box, wrestling. There could be some different.
Absolutely.
Right.
But out of that lottery in that contest, we ain't
out of the 95 and 96,
nothing to deserve that.
Out of the 95, 96 class, Ime wasn't the one I would have ever even thought of.
No, that's what Earl was saying. Like, he wasn't even close.
Not even would have thought about it.
Yeah.
Here's another comparison. Who would you thought it would have been better out of T. Jones and T. Ross? And now T. Ross done sustained himself.
It's the same thing that you're talking about.
Come on, man.
Same stuff.
Yeah.